Well, good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, November 24th. Looks like my peas are coming along good. If I keep the cats from digging up my garden, that's where they want to take a dump. I'm going to have to make this so they can't get in and out of here. I'm getting tired of that constant. Oh, we got a little bit of a drizzle this morning, or mist. I am mystified. Shit. You guys. Look at, they dug that completely up, and that's one of the better garlics right there. Look at that. Look at. So these garlics are trying to come up, but my cats keep digging them up. Yeah. Get out of there. Get. You guys. I gotta get some poison out here. We have some worms or something. Something's eating the cabbage. Doing a pretty banged up job on it too. I don't see anything there. Interesting. This guy here's stunted for some reason. Person could eat those leaves right there if you wanted to. Clean them up, wash them up, clean them up. This one ain't no good. When they turn colors like that, they're not any good. Don't eat them. I'm looking for that worm. I don't see it. It's wet out here this morning. Boy, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with them critters. I did get some 7 granular from the hardware store yesterday. Somebody's been walking on these. Probably them cats. I'm gonna have to put something across there to keep them out of here. Oh boy. Some people probably don't bother with this stuff as much as I do. I keep forgetting what I'm doing with the camera here. I'm sorry. Oh, I think I just seen that bug. That worm. Moving a little too fast, I suppose. Let's see what we got over here. I'm gonna break that one off. Really, a person should eat these. They are consumable, and they taste like cabbage. If they're a little tough, you might have to cook them a little bit longer. There we are. Aphid. Look at that little aphid right there. Right there. Right in the center of the screen. Little woolly booger. All right. Some more aphids. You're wanting to hide out right there for the winter. Those critters. All right, there we go. There's no aphids on this one. Put a little dirt around that there. All right, you guys, you need to come over here. You need to grow up that wire. Up that wire. Okay. Ah, there he is. There he is no more. Okay. Got him sleeping. Oh man. I'm gonna have to use my clean hand to clean this out. We don't want the dirt in the, there we go. Okay, yeah, they're forming heads. That's all right. I'm not gonna pull any leaves off of these. When I pull them off, I think I'm gonna eat them. My mustard greens are doing good. We can have a meal of those. Little peas these are from some seeds these seeds that I put in here. These are from some peas, Oregon snow peas that I grew last year. They're much more aggressive than those others. I'm glad I kept some of those for seed. And I have some more out there in the growing shed. Well, we need to bring a water line from over there over to these gardens over here. This water comes from up on, there's a 2-inch line that goes all the way up to the tanks, comes all the way down that road, and then comes straight down that road and comes right down to here. 2-inch, and then we pulled a 3/4 inch off to the building. But we have a leak somewheres, and we had to shut that operation down. It's good timing though for the winter. Looks like our leeks are coming back. I think I'm gonna probably plant some onions in there with them, and we might even plant some onions in over here with this garlic. The garlic will be fine as long as we keep them from eating any more of it. It's coming back here. You can see they ate it down pretty good, and it's coming back. It's starting to grow through right here. As long as they can't reach it, that's all that matters. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna go down and we're gonna go looking for mushrooms. The cat, he came and dug that right up after I replanted that garlic. He dug it up again. Yeah, he promptly come right in here and dug it up again. Well, we're gonna have to stretch that fence over there and put that buckle on there, and to keep them out. That's too bad. I'd like them to go with me, but if they're gonna destroy what I make, probably Momo. She probably did it. I keep their litter box clean though. See if we've had any. Yeah, it looks like the deer left these guys alone. These are my starts. I'm gonna plant them elsewhere. I gotta get going too. I'm almost out of time. Oh, those mushrooms. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them gone. The deer came through last night, I guess. I seen them mushrooms. They were everywhere down there yesterday. So, and then I promptly forgot about them. Otherwise, I could have went down and taken a look. Anybody need lemons? Oranges are doing good. I think our blood orange tree died. I think we're gonna probably cut it down. This peach tree got ravaged by the bears. It broke the limbs. Broke that limb off right there. Oh, we got a little ooze. The cat went up in there. So that tree right there got broken down by the bear. We had to drill a hole in it and bolt it together where it split it right in the crotch. Yeah, it was as soon as this guy, probably next week, Mike will come back and get all these taken care of. Looks like they got that virus in them again. We're gonna have to get the bleach bottle, spray some bleach, kill that fungus. These deer, yeah, those mushrooms. Yeah, look at them. There was mushrooms all over down here yesterday. There's still more coming up. They're eating them. Although I don't see any parts laying around, it doesn't mean that they're not. I just seen a leak. I just seen a drip. Is that a drip or is it? Yeah, hard to tell right now. What we can do though. Ooh, that water's cold. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and shut this system down manually. We brought a 110 wire. Well, Hydrarain, these Hydrarain, I get them out there at Amigo Supply. These Hydrarain are the easiest ones to turn that off. I thought it was off. Anyways, they're the easiest one to lay out. You know, there is some small drawbacks here and there, so, but I think they're pretty good, and they have a customer service line for you to call. These things last about, well, I've had some only last 2 years, but I've had others last about 6 years. Now these guys, there's a, right here, there's like one of them little wafer batteries that goes in there. Just one, and it's just to keep the program going if the power's off, right? Yeah, these mushrooms are, let's see what they are. Oh, look at these guys. I bet these are good to eat, I bet. Let's try. Not as good as a chanterelle or morel, but before I ate them, I would definitely want to identify them. And then there's a pretty good patch right here. So Wasn't much of a flavor on these. I'm sure these are kind of the edible kind. There wasn't much of a flavor. What happened here? Yeah, somebody's been around here. Yeah, you can see pieces now where the deer have been eating on them. So remember, the deer have teeth on the bottom. They don't have no teeth on the top jaw. Anyways, so they always kind of pull up. That's how you know if they're getting into your onions, especially because they'll pull right out when they go to pull them up. The herbivores, and that's how they're built, anatomically built that way, to feed from the ground. They do eat the leaves on our fruit trees, though, as far up as they can reach. So, and it's difficult for them because, like I said, their teeth are they got teeth on the bottom of their jaw, not the top. So all our plum trees did real well. We didn't make any slivovitz this year. It's a lot of work. And my hands are full. And I know this, man. I'm wanting to travel. So I want to go see different countries and different states that I've never been to. I'd like to first go to states. Well, look at here. This thing's got, the apples are small this year too. I'll be damned. Look at there. That heat really did them in. Oh. Honey crisp. Bit bitter. Not bad. A little bit tough. Redding's Lily. If you live in Redding, these are the trees. These Honeycrisp apples they'll do really well in the heat. Beautiful. I love the rain. I love the seasons. I don't like that 120-degree heat though. Oh, there's a few acorns. What's coming out of this tree? You can see them there on the ground. A few acorns out here. Yeah, this tree had some. You see where the deer's been eating them. Either deer or squirrels. Squirrels eat them too. Look at all the acorns. Good year for acorns. This wildlife should have fat on them going into the winter. They had whole herds come through there. Now that's one of them black oaks. Right? I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's a valley oak. Now you see this one? I don't see any acorns on this one. I don't even see any on the ground. These plums right here, these plums last year were the premier. They were the best. They had the best flavor and the best sweetness. They were full of sugar. This year they didn't do that. I was hoping that that tree would be always provide us with some good sweet plums. And the thing about them when they're sweet like that is you can make slivovitz, and you just put them in a vat and you bust them up. And I use one of those paint stirrers to bust them up with, and I get in there and bust them up. You don't got to put no water in there or anything. There's enough juice in them. And then let them ferment, and you'll know when it's done. And you don't have to put no yeast in there or anything. And you can make slivovitz out of it, or you can make plum wine. I'm not particularly fond of either one, to be honest with you. It's one of the reasons I don't make it anymore. One of the reasons is it's a lot of work. Oh, look at that guy. Holy Toledo. I think that's a Washington navel. Look at the lemons. For Pete's sakes. And then that's a cava cava right there. Looks like we do have some apples over here. I'll be darned. Look at that grapefruit. Goodness gracious. You can see where the deer have been feeding off the leaves. These guys, pomegranates, we don't harvest them. Somebody's eating them. Look at there. Anyway, so limes are ready. They're almost past ready, but see, limes will turn yellow if you leave them on the tree long enough. We need to get out here and pick them. I don't know any young people that will even bother to do that. Look at these. The grapefruits were huge last year. And it's loaded this year. If you like grapefruits, look out. Some of this stuff won't be ready to harvest or eat till March. You gotta bend over. Not good for an old guy. So this guy's gonna do good. He's got some nice. Yeah, he's good. Ay, ay, ay. So I get these two mixed up. This might be the California navel. This might be the Washington navel. I'm not really sure. I do have a plot somewhere. I always try to draw a plot on these. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this tree right here down. It's got some kind of disease. The borers were getting to it, and they were getting in there and boring in, and we were digging them out and then sterilizing it, and then we painted over them, and I think this tree right here is the cava cava. Or is it the other one over there? We'll see. It doesn't produce a lot of fruit. That's why the cava cavas are so expensive. They don't, see, this is not a cava cava. You can see, otherwise it would be red, have a red tint. I'll take it up and cut it open. And so we do have some fruit drop. We got some fruit splittage here. See, they're splitting. Oh, this is a cava cava. That explains it, and it came right off. Look at this cava cava. That's a dandy. Yeah. So this is the cava cava. And then that's probably just either a Washington navel or a California navel. To me, they're the same, but one does produce better than the other. Look at those lemons. Goodness gracious, mercy sakes alive. Wow. So the lemons, we used to squeeze them, and I'd get my grandkids to help me, and we would squeeze them, and then I'd put them in bought jars, or I put them in them little 1-cup containers, and I put them in the freezer. But we never did use them. So, well, I don't know. Okay, check out these peppers this morning. Look at that tomato plant. Goes way over there, way down there like that. So these guys are going to be done. They don't like anything. They don't like anything under 45 degrees. The wind's been blowing it, blowed them over. With the wind, you got to be really careful with these guys. They are so brittle. There we go. All right. I'm going to let this one hang over the edge. Now these are all sweets. This is a chili right here. They're hot. So, see if so this cabbage right here, they're trying to form heads. So this cabbage right here probably won't make it to maturity, but you can, like I said, you can still eat the leaves. Sometimes you just got to cook them a little extra long. These guys are looking sad. They still got peppers coming on though. Probably won't be any more. There's some blossoms. Yeah, I doubt they'll be putting on. I think a lot of the stuff in the garden is done. Our peas will continue to grow. Now these peas are different from those peas over there. I bought these peas and planted them. Different variety, but they are snow peas, right? So I'm not really sure about this kind of pea here. Oh yeah, looky here, this guy's long. He needs to come over here. Excuse me there. I'll put them around there. They just need a little help now and then, you know? Look at this. What is this? Is this a pea? So I had a couple different varieties of peas that I planted. Right? I don't remember what they are. I usually write it down, and it might be written down over there. Should have been written down over here, actually. There we go. Yeah, these guys are trying to take off on us. I think we have... Uh-oh. I'll wrap you around there. Get you around. I'm learning how to do things one-handed, which is good for my hands, because they're not really cooperating with me these days. Here's a pea right here. Yeah. Oh. Not bad. A little peaish. Oh, now come on. They break. They're so brittle. You have to be so careful with them. Here's a pea. Not bad. Can't do that with one hand. I broke that one there a while ago. Okay. Oh, look. We're getting peas over here. Nice. Yeah. Let's hold my hoses down. Hoses won't cooperate. You guys need to quit walking on these cats. I need to put that trellis up. It's wintertime, you know. It's kind of hard to get the gumption to come out here and work in the garden in the winter. We'll probably turn that over any time. Get out of there. I don't know what I'm going to do with you cats. You guys continue to try to dig up my garden and to use it to go potty. Why can't you go over there in that pile? Huh? Instead of here. Get out. Get out of there. Get out. Come on. All right, I'm coming around here. Get. He did. He dug it all up. Either he did, I don't know. Maybe somebody else did it. I better leave it. So it turns out this plant right here is the hot peppers. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. See, that goes to show you how brittle they are. Well, so that's how much rain we got right there. Somebody's been in this garden drinking coolers. That's not a garbage can, damn it. That's how much rain we got. Since when that atmospheric bomb, and they called it, atmospheric river came ripping through here. So we got garlic all along here planted. I think we're going to plant some onions. We got garlic here on the end. I think we're going to plant onions. We're going to pull them starts. First sunny day I get. Cat. I want them to hang out with me, but I don't want them to destroy everything that I put up. Keep this household going. Fresh veggies and fruits. And oh, it's time for a pet. See, when they run up and stop in front of you, that means pet me, please. That's enough. She's the first cat we started with. And she went into heat because I couldn't find anybody that would take her. The vets were all busy. I'll tell you. Plus they wanted $600 because they was all busy. So that rain and wind knocked all them onions over. I guess I ought to come and trim the tops off of them again. Like I said, when it's cold, I'd like to sit in there by the fireplace. Yeah, you can't have this. See that? That was broken over. Now what you can do, you can trim these tops off, and then you can take them and even green, you can cook with them, or you can put them in the drying shed like we have there and dry them. I won't be putting my garlic in there anymore. My garlic needs to be out in the open to cure. Needs to have a cover on it so it don't get rain, but it needs to cure out in the open. You don't want to get hot. You can't do it in the sun, otherwise it cooks it. and it won't last. If you cure garlic, it'll last you 12 months if you keep it in a cool, dry, dark place. Me and Sophie's gonna go for a walk, mushroom hunt right here on the property here. Look at that. That varmint, that fox, he's been dookying on that freaking log right there. So I was about to lose my mind, you know, I'm crazy anyways, and I was about ready to lose my mind even more. My wife had a stroke in 2019, so I'm going on my 7th year of caring for her. I'm her caregiver. She's bedbound. She's still ambulatory though. There's some turkey tail. You can take that turkey tail and make a tea out of it. There's a lot of, you know, there's some people that say that there's some fresh turkey tail right there. Anyways, they say you can make a tea, and I forget, it's a medicinal tea, and I forget what it does for you. So I started studying geology. I took a couple semesters of geology, 101 and 102, and I'm more interested in mineralogy than I am that, but it gives me a background of how all this stuff is formed and how God made this place and did this so that we would have the minerals that we need to survive and minerals that we need to see. So we're getting all this, what I'm getting at, we're getting all this quartz, and this stuff is broken, it didn't tumble, and that's what we call a float. So if you find that float, and I've looked up here, there's no quartz outcropping, and all of this ground right here, and if you look, you'll see that quartz right there, right? And if you look at these other rocks, they're all fractured, right? And look at this one right here. This is really, you know, it's just that color of brown or gray or red, red, and that's iron. And that's why we have this soil is red like it is, because it's oxidized iron. And this ground is all fractured, and there's a big fault over there at the overlook from Shasta Dam, and it comes across, and if you look to the east at that cut bank, you'll see a quartz vein. That, and it's the beginning of a fault line, and it goes all the way over and all the way back up to over, it tails out over there in the fig orchard on the other side of Shasta Lake, Central Valley. So about over there where that water tank is, as it goes right up through there at the base of those mountains. And I'm trying to figure this out because there's that fault, and then back over here, this mountain, even over there at the Reed Mine, there's a fault that run down through there. And what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to determine, if it's a normal fault or is it a different kind of fault. I need to carry my papers with me. Almost like it's a normal fault, and but I'm not sure. I'll have to read those explanations. I don't see any mushrooms. The deer have been coming through, so you know, if there was any morels or chanterelles. Now I found chanterelles here last winter when we were walking this walk. I found some chanterelles. And a friend of mine gave me some morels that they went up and got up towards Shingletown up there. And so I'm really looking forward to getting up there this spring and getting some morels. And maybe I should go now, but I can't get that far away from my wife. So that's what I was talking about when I was losing my mind, is I couldn't go anywhere. I had to stay here and take care of her because she needs 24/7 care and all the doctor's appointments and all that stuff. So I can go over there where's the ranch store is, I think it's right over in there somewhere. And I can go over there. I can go to Shasta Lake. I can go over to the market over there. As long as I can see what's going on over here in the summertime when it's hot, fire danger. I wouldn't want, that would be horrible if I went into Redding and found out there was a fire here and get up here and then the road's blocked and all this crap be on fire up here. I would just have to run the roadblock. I mean, they might chase me down, but I can get my wife out of here in time, right? So that's what men do. Hi, there's Mo again. Hi, Mo. She's like a dog. She goes on walks with me. My lower back is really messed up. I got a bulging disc and a narrowing of the root channel, and I can't hardly climb these hills anymore without a lot of discomfort. And so I'm going tomorrow to see Dr. Burbank in Redding up there to see whether or not look at all this. See this? This is small quartz. It comes out of what we call stringers. And look right here. There's a stringer. And if you notice, the stringer comes up, and it might be the same thing, just back in there a ways. And then here's one, and look at the discoloration of it. And all of this dark stuff that you see here, that's manganese. That's precipitating out. In the desert, they call it desert varnish. But that is actually manganese. And so manganese is an iron ore, and it's pretty prevalent around here. Iron ore is pretty prevalent. If you look at this soil here, and it's got all these fractured rocks. And you'll see that these rocks right here are fractured, you know. So something caused these rocks on the wholesale like this to be fractured. Some of it is yellow, like that, which, cross my fingers, I would hope that it would be rhyolite. Anyway, so we got these stringers right here, and I need to get me a sample of these. And when I dug this bank off to build this road down through here, there's no road here. I built this with my backhoe, but I can't run the backhoe anymore because I can't push the pedals because of my herniated disc I got down there. See, those stringers, they come all the way over to here. So this area right here might be worth an excavation. The thing to do is come up here with my gold pan and get a really nice large sample out all of this, and then take it down there to the impact mill and run it through that impact mill. And I built this little trail here because we were gonna move. I can get pressure from the Cedar Redding way up there on that hill up there. The reason I know that is because I grew a garden up there at one time, and that I don't do anymore. But anyway, so I got plenty of oak up there, oak trees. We just got to fish them out of there and get them down here and get them cut up. And this thing was full yesterday. Goes to show you how fractured that rock is. See, and there's more. There's more of that manganese precipitating out there. You know, gold rides an iron horse, they say. So any place you find manganese and hematite, magnetite, you're going to find gold. And yeah, this is all drained. So this is off right now. Everything's off. So we can't afford those leaks. It's expensive. Water's expensive. I would like to move somewhere where I could get myself a little farmstead where I could have some flat ground and have a well that feeds it. Now look at all this float, all these pieces of quartz. I mean, everywhere you look, you're gonna find quartz right in the middle of the screen there. And then it came from up here. So, and looky here. Look at, we got a little stringer of quartz right here. Now, of course, I'm going to dig that up with my backhoe and crush it. Take it down there. So I got plenty of things around here that will keep me busy, because I don't want to feel like I'm trapped here or locked down or whatever, because I can't go, and I really do have an adventurous spirit, and I'm trying to just do things. What you doing there? Just trying to find things to do to keep my brain busy. What little bit left I have. It is noticeable. I have noticed that my thoughts wander a lot more, and of course you guys see that if you watch my videos, and I get a little spacey, but that's cool. I don't care. As long as I can get some of the stuff done that I want, I can still go through the thought process. It's just that my learning curve is getting steeper, and my mind moves a lot slower. So look at all these little pieces of quartz, right? Come out of this bank over here, and I dug this off a couple of years ago to make this road a little wider. It was real narrow. Make it a little wider. See, there's a piece of that quartz. Ain't that wild? And you see how that stuff is all broken up, and then that other rock. Hey, Momo, come down here. Oh, you want a perch? What you doing? Come on. You get too far away from me. Come on. So, you see a lot of this stuff now. You're seeing this stuff, the quartz up in that overlayer, that top layer there, and and then you'll see it even amongst here. So there was something really catastrophic that happened here to fracture all this rock, and there's some more of that quartz. And see, look at here. This is a pretty nice quartz vein right here. And it's got the red color, like the potassium color. I wish I would have learned all about this stuff when I was young, because it would have stuck with me a lot better. I mean, I remember things that I learned about geology when I was 14 years old that I wasn't even really paying attention to it at all. See, there's some more of that quartz. So this gold, the gold is in here, you know, and I have, and the redder, you get into that red dirt, and it's not all clay, but if you get into that red dirt, it'll hold the gold, because it does have a bit of clay in it. And see, there's more right there. Wild. Anyways, so And then the rain, I dug this off, and then the rain washes it off so I can see the little pieces of quartz. So whatever broke this ground up and fractured it like this was very catastrophic. And I just can't help but believe. And I know I have a map that shows me that any of these mountains like that, what is it over there? The trail everybody walks to. Those mountains, the way that they're shaped, my US Geological map shows them as being ancient volcanoes. And, you know, small volcanoes. I mean, they're nothing like Mount Shasta or anything like that, but wherever that stuff was coming out of this stuff. And so as far away as we are from over there at Buckhorn, up there at Bali Mountain, which is a batholith zone. It's not a magma chamber, a pluton, but it is a batholith. We're way out on the outer margins of that. And so any of this stuff that you see here is going to be epithermal ore deposits. In other words, it was lower temperatures. It was the outside. It was way out on the margins of the volcano when that magma chamber started bulging up and pushing up, and it cracked the ground, and all them fluids went in and hit that molten lava, and then it forced it back up through these cracks. And so some of this stuff has traveled a long ways, and in its journey, it has picked up a lot of minerals, right? So you'll see that some of these mountains right here, even these close ones, right, like Shamus Peak, is probably a little mini volcano, and we know that the USGS identifies them as such. So even that being that far away, there was a lot of action going on here. I mean, there was a lot of stuff getting broke up. Look how broke up this stuff is. And it's got epithermal. It's got the hydrothermal fluids, of course, are right close to the volcano. But once they get out in the periphery and cool down, they're called epithermal. And so quartz everywhere. It's starting to rain. I don't have my rain hat on. Silly me. So these logs, we cut these up and use them as dunnage. Really, a guy should chop them, cut them up, and set them up like they're faced like that, and see how it's getting rotten. And this stuff is really good for your garden. You can take it, you can take your splitter, your backhoe, or whatever. Now, see, this one's even opening up. That's good. That's a good thing. Now, if I was wanting to keep that for firewood, it wouldn't be setting like that. It'd be on the round side. But yeah, you can cut these out and put them in a pile in a few years. And it's really amazing how long it takes. It doesn't take very long. Anyway. All right, there's my old bitch pot. We robbed parts off of it. Anyways. I mean, we got quartz everywhere. This stuff came from the mine. This is called country rock. This green rock here is called country rock. And it has gold disseminated throughout. But it's not economically feasible to recover it. It won't pay for itself. And you don't want to just break even, you want to make some profit. And so I do not believe that we will make money mining this little piece of property, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun for the education and to keep my mind busy and give me something to do where I'm close to home. And that's the whole key behind this, is staying close to home, so that, if there's any emergencies arise, you can get your tail to the house. All right, well, that was a good walk. I walked up and over and around the hill, up to the water tank. I need to do more of this walking. I know they asked me if I wanted to go through physical therapy first, and I said no. I know what it feels like. Best thing to do is get that. So there's a couple things they can do when I go in there. They can go in there and remove the disc, and then they can do something that's called a discectomy. And then they can go in there and do a laminectomy, where they go in there and they actually chisel the bone out of the channel that the root goes through. And so, therefore relieving the pressure. But they can remove the disc and fuse it. They don't have to put pins or screws. They just got to put a piece of that bone in there. And that'll create the growth. Okay, I'm back. If you stuck with me this long, thanks for watching. I don't expect it, but anyways, catch you later.